Looks like we've got everybody tuning in. Welcome back. I will have to change my title here quickly, because I just noticed that I had not changed my title from the last broadcast. This is going to be reveal number 78. Oops, I'm trying to change it in the wrong place. And this will be a 1956D roll. Oops. D roll from the Vandiver estate. These coins did at one point in time belong to the governor of the state of Georgia. And we have our chip for the actual wrapper. The wrapper of the coins originally came in. And then we have 50 chips with names on them, ready to draw for each person represented having purchased a spot in this roll. Spots are completely full. The roll is completely sold out. If you want involved in these, you'll have to tune in Tuesday evenings. Generally speaking, you have to tune in Tuesday evenings. But I will tell you that one of my shows tomorrow, I will be offering more rolls for sale. I'll be offering some more reveal rolls in tomorrow's show. I can tell you which one. Yeah, show up. Show up, find out. All right, got us all shuck up and ready to go. I'll go ahead and pry my wrapper open. Dog's sitting next to me. He's decided he's going to watch the door, make sure nobody tries to come in. And here we go. Got both ends of the roll open now. There's a cardboard bit that came out of the end. And I roll the wrapper over the coins. Let's hope we get something really big this time, because I know that we've had a number of not so great spells with 1956D rolls, but that has to change at some point, right? Let's hope it's now. So I don't know what condition these coins are in. The edges look a little iffy. I think the coins are a little bit soft as far as Jim BU is concerned, so we'll just have to see how it comes out. Alright, here we go. First coin out of the batch is Shannon McCord, coin number 1. Shannon McCord will get a roll-end toned coin. Let's see what kind of toning it has on it. Well, it's not a bad coin. This doesn't have to be a really good one either. A little bit of a wood grain appearance going on this coin. And that's about it, as we do not have a die variety here. Let's flip it over and take a look at the other side. This is the side that was exposed. This is the side that's going to have the better part of the toning and the better part of the dirt and specks and flecks and other things that come with the idea of having a roll end coin in a roll that's over 60 years old. Okay. Nothing going on there. That's Shannon's coin, coin number 1. Now move on to the next coin in the roll. I'll draw for coin number 2 now. Go ahead and pop my chat out here so I can see what's going on. Forgot to do that before I started the broadcast. I did get started just a wee bit early. It's like gonna work out here. Yeah, 36S roll. Be coming up here in a couple of weeks. Mantic will get the second coin out of the roll. Now, as with all of the other governor's estate coins, these will also have special inserts that will tell you that these coins came from the governor's estate. Mantic gets the next coin in the roll. And this is kind of the story of the whole roll here, it seems. They're just a little bit dull. There's some little striping on them. Most of you are probably going to receive your invoices from yesterday's auction in the next few minutes. Finally gotten started on the process of sending out the invoices. Coin number 3. I'm not sure that these have been wet. Kelly Michaud. They might have been stored in a damp environment, but they're not actually wet. If they'd gotten wet, they would be badly corroded. And these are not. They're just lacking luster. Yep, definitely moisture. Some moisture. And the coins don't look as bad in person as they tend to appear under a microscope. In person, they don't look so bad. Here you go, see. They still have luster. Not too bad. They just don't look quite as good under the scope. Kelly Michaud. And that was coin number 3. Alright, coin number 4 in this roll. Yep, they do show stuff no one will ever see. Silver nitrate. Coin number 4. So just about every one of the 56D rolls that we've been through has had some die varieties of some sort. Oh, there goes my camera. Okay, here we are. Like this one. This is definitely a die variety. It's nicely doubled mint mark there. So we have a heavy die scratch running through the nose. I think it had, no, that may not be a die scratch. That may be a planchet striation. Let's look for something that's actually on the die for sure. We have a heavy die flow line to the left of the lower serif of the D along the vest line. We'll use that as our marker for testing this particular die. We also have a heavy, looks like a heavy die flow line south of the E of Liberty. Nothing else there. So this will be die number 1 for the day. Nice little RPM for silver nitrate. Coin number 4 in the roll. Let's move on to coin number 5. Green stuff. Honestly, I can't see it, so I don't know what you're talking about. 1OM002 is the one that was disproven. Paul Hampton. Get the next coin in the roll. This is coin number 5. There's Paul Hampton. Take a look at this. Is this the green stuff you're talking about? Is this green? Tell me if it's green. That's the green stuff? Okay, that'll come off with a little bit of xylol. Not a problem. That stuff comes directly. I thought it was gray. I can't see green. If it's green, yeah, it's an oxidation, but I don't think it's part of the copper oxidation. Seems like it's probably something that came along with the environment at the time. Nothing a little bit of xylol won't fix. I'll show you real quickly. Just take that stuff right off the coin. You gotta soak a Q-tip really well in xylol. Use in a well-ventilated area. And all of that stuff comes right off the coin. Now, I'm not a little colorblind, I'm a lot colorblind. You see there? Took that stuff right off the coin. Yeah, most of it anyway. A little bit more attention to it, and all of it would be gone. No worries at all. So, it also takes some of that powdery stuff off the surface of the coin. It gives you a little bit better luster appeal. So you look at this area right here, get a good image of what that looks like to you. Okay. Get a good image of what it looks like to you. You definitely don't have to scratch the coin. You're just dabbing it just a little bit. I'm going to wave it around just a little bit until it completely evaporates off the coin. There we go. It take it hardly any time to evaporate off the coin. Coin has not changed, except that all of the muck on the surface of the coin is gone. That's it right there. A little bit of xylol is all it takes. XYLOL or XYLENE, and I do recommend that you get the laboratory grade. Laboratory grade stuff is better than what you can get at the hardware store. It's much more pure. Here's coin number 6. Coin number 6 to Robert Adams. Shut my volume off on my phone so it doesn't bother us. Hang on. Just working on shutting my volume down. There we go. All right, coin number 6 goes to Robert Adams. So now we know all of this stuff comes directly off the coin. It's not that bad. The coins are in pretty good shape. It's just they have a little bit of a trim coating on them that needs to come off, a little bit of xylol. Some of them worse than others. For instance, this one. And I will show you again that this stuff comes very easily and very quickly right off the coin. No real scrubbing involved. Ooh, that one didn't completely come off. It would come off if I worked on it for a little while. Alright, so that's coin number 6 for Robert Adams. Coin number 7. Cent order. Well, this is kind of a mixed condition bag of what do you know? I'll tell you what. We're going to go through this roll. But I'm going to pull another. I think I'm going to pull another 1956 D roll. Go through it for free. And put it in the same. I won't go in the same flip inserts because they'll be different. So they'll go in different flips. I'll just do a whole new reveal. It'll be the same names, same position. Not the same positions, just same names, same number of positions. So we still got 50 coins to fill the roll. It'll be a 78A 1956 D roll. I get a 56D roll that will definitely be in better shape than these. These have had some penetration of moisture into the roll, which is what's causing all that flaking around the edges, all that stuff. It will come off, but you shouldn't actually have to take stuff. Oh, look at that. Nice little lamination peel going on there. You shouldn't have to take stuff off of a coin to be able to enjoy it. So we'll go through an additional roll. That's going to have to come Friday. But we'll do an additional roll of 1956D on Friday. So you guys will get basically 2 for the price of 1. Because these came out kind of in mixed quality. I'm not really digging the quality here. Silver nitrate, coin number 9. Yeah, I noticed it right when I opened the roll that we had some slight quality issues going on, but I didn't know how bad it was until I got about a third of the way into the roll. It's actually worse than it had appeared. I'd had no idea from looking at the end of the roll. Because the end of the roll often doesn't show what's going on inside. Hello, Mr. Dowdle. Oop, we have a doubled eyelid there. There's a pretty decent doubled eyelid. And so there are southeast eye scratches running through the first half of the date with this doubled eyelid. So that is going to be die number 2 for the day. It's going to be die number 2 for the day. I'll email all the people who are in this particular roll reveal and let them know that we've got a new one coming up. That was damage on the 5. There's little scratchy thingies. Yeah, that's a hit on the 5. So yeah, we're going to do a whole new reveal for these. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this roll. I mean, because we might actually find some decent stuff in here. Who knows? Mr. Dowdle gets coin number 10. There is that. And we got nothing on that side. Nothing on that side. There's our first coin for Mr. Dowdle. Coin number 10. Now, coin number 11 also goes to Mr. Dowdle. Yeah, I'll make whole new chip cards for the next reveal. We'll do it just like we had not done anything before. I'll go ahead and put the inserts in these, and you'll receive these as well. It's just going to be like, let's say a giveaway. So for all the spots that you bought in this roll, you'll get spots in the new 1956D roll that I'll be doing probably Friday. I'm thinking it's going to be on Friday. Yes, all of the green stuff, that green flaky stuff, will come off the copper. So if these were permanently ruined coins, I would just toss them in the copper bin and go grab a new roll right now. But there's actually some relatively decent stuff being found in this roll, so we're just going to keep moving along. Mr. Marshall. New Marshall will get coin number 12. And this is what coin number 12 looks like. I'll send everybody an email after I get finished with this roll. Doesn't change the fact that we're still looking for double dies, repunch mint marks, anything that we can find over a mint mark. But the over mint mark of the D over S to the east, that was actually a D over S to the east. Kaneka had listed it as RPM number 12. And John Wexler at one point in time had listed it as an over mint mark, an OMM. And he called it OMM1 because the one with the separated S between the 1 and 9 of the date is a DMM, displaced mint mark. And so an over mint mark means the mint mark is punched over another mint mark instead of displaced from the other mint mark. And so that in itself creates an entire new category of listing for John Wexler. So we had a WDMM number 1 and a WOMM number 1. Well, the WDMM number 1 is the one I call 1OM001. It's the one that's got the, so John Fletcher gets coin number 13. It's the one that's got the S between the 1 and 9 of the date. Now, the WOMM number 1 is the same thing I call 1OM002. That's the one that had the D over S to the east. Well, I've taken a better, closer look at an earlier dice date coin, and I now agree with James Wiles on that. It is only a repunch mint mark. So I have gone to calling this one a repunch mint mark. I discovered it, actually, in looking at the coins, or re-looking at the coins from another 1956D roll that we did a reveal on. You guys, a couple of you, I mean, there's 2 or 3 of them, I don't remember exactly how many, got an early dice date example of that particular die. And it shows very clearly that the top serif is squared off and not curved, which tells me without a doubt that it was a D mint mark and not an S mint mark that was punched into that position. Robert Adams gets the next coin. Let's see what we got here. We got another of die number 1 for the day. You can see that there is a doubled mint mark going on there. Upper and lower serif are both split, and there is a separation line running along the vertical bar. Die crack in the hair. And there's that mark below the E of Liberty to tell us for sure that we do have that same die again. Alright, turn over the reverse real quick and see if we have anything error-like going on. Now, 1956D is not an issue known for double die reverses. If you find a double die reverse, you found yourself a new discovery coin, because I don't think anyone has any double die reverses listed for 1956D. Hey, Sherm. Sherm. Go lay down. Go lay down. So coin number 4 and coin number 14 are die number 1 for the day. Kelly Michaud gets the next coin. That would be coin number 15. There are some large cuds for 1956D. I haven't seen any of them ever. So that would be something that would be kind of scarce, I think. Nothing on the obverse here. Wait a minute. Do we have... No, not the double dilute. So let me keep looking. So it's kind of like in football, for those of you guys who know football. If you like have a defensive play that gets a flag thrown, the offense can continue to play the play through, so it's a free play. So if they happen to get a long downfield pass completed, they can just decline the penalty and take the yardage. Well, that's what we're doing here. We see a roll that didn't come out nice. I'm not happy with it. And so this is going to be a free play right here. We're just going to watch this one through. You guys are going to get these coins, but I wouldn't exactly write home about them. They are from the governor's hoard, that's for sure. But the governor did not keep all of his coins in the best condition. I had a number of rolls from the governor's hoard that went to the bank. Robert Adams gets the next coin in the roll. It's going to be coin number 17. Let's see what coin number 17 has on it. Nothing on the obverse. Let's take a look at the reverse and see what comes off of there. Got more of that green stuff. And it's there for sure. And next draw is going to be coin number 18. Coin number 18 will go to Mr. Marshall. You guys know that I will always treat you right. I refuse to do business in such a manner that I'm not treating everyone exactly as they would wish to be treated. Of course, I can't be giving stuff away, but this isn't a giveaway. This is a replacement for bad product. So you'll get the coin that goes with the governor's hoard just because of its historic significance. I'm not just going to dump these in a copper bin just because. And coin number 19, go to Paul Hampton. And I am more than happy to do it. I'm not grumbling about it at all. This is not a problem at all. Sometimes you get product that just didn't come out the way you wanted it to. We have Christmas coins, the red and green. Nothing on that side of this one. Keep taking a look through. Paul Hampton got that coin. Coin number 19. Coin number 20 will be for Shannon McCord. Shannon McCord gets coin number 20. Let's take a look at it and see what's on there. Yeah, that's not one of them. So if you had your choice for any date and mint mark of original bank wrapped roll of wheat cents for me to go through on a reveal, let's say after 1940, what would it be? Here's your chance to speak up. Tell me what it would be. Any date and mint mark of Lincoln wheat sent after 1940. Give me a date and a mint mark. Anything you want me to find to go through, I'll find it. Levels of Madness gets coin number 21. 43D. Decone 58. Is that 58 plain? You're looking for that really big double die? You're not going to find it, brother. There's only ever been 2 of those found, and they were both found in the same bag. That 58 double die is so elusive, it's probably never going to cross your path. Somebody tell me what color that is. Is that silver or is it green? Silver or green? Is that gunky, or is it a stripe of color in the coin? It is silver. Okay. It's interesting because you have rolled in silver color in this coin. It's kind of weird. Very different. Interesting looking. I don't even know what it is. No idea. So any 1944, 49D, 40D, Farm Dog goes with 69S. I'm looking for that big 69S double die. I can do 69S. That's not a problem. I have them. Farm Dog gets the next coin on the roll. It's going to be coin number 22. 22 for Farm Dog. In fact, I might just go ahead and offer a 69S roll up. Go find one. I'm not going to go too high on the 69S simply because I think the idea that you're going to get one of the big double dies is a huge stretch. And I know there's some RPMs for that, and I know there's another double die that's actually a pretty nice one. So there's other things other than the major double die to find in 69S. But I think the idea that, you know, the idea that I am selling a 1969S roll for the reason that we are going to be looking for the major double die in there is really just kind of misleading, because I really don't think we'll ever find one. If we do, we do. But see, I like 70S rolls. 70S simply because there's a number of minor double dies. There's a major double die. There's a 70S small dates. There's small date double dies. So, yeah, there's a number of different things we could find. Shannon McCord, coin number 23. Next coin in the roll. I haven't seen another one of those double eyelids yet. I'm going to have to go back through these and make sure that I'm not missing anything. So now that we're not afraid of that green flaking and we know what it is, we know that it comes off the coin. Not such a bad thing. But it ain't great either. I want you guys, you know, for the money that you're paying for these coins, I want you to get nice, bright, uncirculated coins. Nice red coins. And these things are definitely toned down. They're kind of a deep red color. Almost brown. And they got stuff on them. You want me to do a 1960 small date roll? I mean, I could, but I mean, I'd have to be kind of high on the price on the coins, though, because those rolls are expensive. I could do a 57 roll, look for a MS 68 or 69. Yeah, that's not likely to happen, Decone. The 68, 69 part. I've got lots of 1957 rolls. All right, coin number 24 is going to go to Centaur. Let's take a look right here at what we get for Centaur. Later dice state obverse. Later dice state reverse. A little bit of machine doubling going on up there. That's eject doubling right there. eject doubling or eject doubling, whichever one you want to call it. But it's the same thing. Right, I understand it's for the fun of it, the part that you don't know. And that's great, but I also like doing things for a reasonable price where we have some opportunity of like winning that lottery ticket. And I think if you're lottery, if we're buying into the Powerball, and it's like, yeah, sure, we could all buy into the Powerball, we could all chip $1 in, and our chances of winning the Powerball, we could do it for 50 years and never win the Powerball. We could win the Powerball next week. But the point is, I want something that has a reasonable odds of winning. Now, I like 1956D rolls simply because there are a number of die varieties in 1956D, and I have found major die varieties in 1956D that were very nice, with nice rolls, nice condition coins. I found some nice MS66 reg coins. And it just makes more sense for us to spend a few dollars on a coin to go through a 1956D roll, and I can source the best 1956D rolls I can find that are all original bank wrapped rolls. Nobody's ever been through these rolls. Nobody's ever been through this roll. And this one was only priced like it was because it came out of the governor's hoard. They had to spend money on those coins. Mantic gets the next one. Mantic at coin number 26. So we're going to go through another one that does not come out of the governor's hoard, but it will be a much nicer roll. Much nicer condition. Actually, this coin right here is not in bad shape. This one's not in bad shape at all. That's pretty much true, Dacone. I've been through a lot of 1969S rolls. I've been through a lot of loser 1969S rolls. I've found some of the RPMs. I've found some of the minor double dies. But I don't plan on ever finding one of the major double dies in a roll. I just don't. I mean, it has happened so few times, ever, that I think my chance of finding them is going to be very, very slim. Here we got coin number 27. Coin number 27 for Paul Hampton. Right after this, we'll go to a short commercial break so I can let the dog out. Because he wants to go outside. Actually, he just wants to go bother my wife. He wants to go see Mama. Running into a lot of the same die here. This die scratch tends to come up time and time again. All right, let's run off for a couple of minutes, give you a chance to refresh and get back up to live, give you a chance to go get a snack or use the restroom or whatever you need to do. We're going to be gone for about 3 minutes, and then we'll come back. So I'll get started here again in about 5 minutes. Be sure to check out and subscribe to Mantic Coins on YouTube, where host Shay Hoffmaster takes you through a fun-filled tour through numismatics to include coin auctions, educational videos, live roll hunts, and much more. Come join in the educational fun with Shay. Search Mantic Coins on YouTube and subscribe today. The best in online auctions just got better. Now you can enjoy Coin Night live auctions twice weekly with the addition of CNLA Weekend Edition with your host, Jessica Johnson. All the same excitement and the same great deals with a new host and at a new time. Come join in the fun this weekend. There we go. Back for more. I'm going to move on to coin number 28 now. Mr. Joe McBride will get coin number 28. I haven't actually been watching. We've got 30 people watching currently. I'll just let you know that I'm going through this roll as a freebie because these coins did not turn out to be in the condition that I would accept as BU. Too many of the coins are too dark, lacking luster, with some kind of green muck on them. I would like to see that, Dacone. It should be very easy to attribute as die number 3 if it is one. Alright, nothing on Joe McBride's coin. Do have a couple of double dies. Yeah, minor double dies in this particular roll. Nope, one double die and 2 RPMs. 2 examples of 1 RPM plus 1 doubled eyelid. Eric Beyer gets the next coin of the roll. It's coin number 29. Let's take a look at coin number 29 real quick and see what we get. Some pretty nice sharp detail on a lot of these coins. It's odd that we found one doubled eyelid and haven't found another one. This is from the same die as the previous coin. It's got a die crack running along the shoulder line above VDB. Hey, 710 is well upside down. All right. Levels of Madness. Coin number 30. Let's see what levels gets. Yeah. No double die in this one. Nothing on the mint mark. Did Dacone say it wasn't DDO number 3? Yeah. It's a 1DO003. It's a double die obverse. Should be very easy to attribute. Most of the doubling is in God We. Coin number 31 will be Eric Beyer. You are correct. It is 710 somewhere. It's 420 somewhere too. Not here. Oh, there's another one of those RPMs. I do believe this is going to be die number 1 for the day. I do believe this is another example of die number 1 for the day, and there's your mark below the E in Liberty. Chris Lee, that would be fine. You can send it to me at cd@coppercoins.com. I'll send you a response. cd@coppercoins.com. I'll let you know real quick. And now for coin number 32. Midnight Silver Run. There's coin number 32 in the roll. Here's coin number 32. Nothing really going on there. Nothing on the reverse. Coin number 33 goes to Farm Dog. Yeah, there's another RPM 1 for the day. Die number 1 for the day. I don't know what the actual die number is for this, but we will find it later. The scope that I'm using right now is a Dynolite Edge. Dynolite Edge, they are not inexpensive. Dynolite is a slightly higher level microscope. It costs a lot more than many of the others on the market. I was with the idea that it would be a top-notch quality, and it really doesn't measure up to costing as much as it does. You want my real opinion? It does work great. Yeah, it does work great. But I don't think it's a $600 microscope. It's really nice. I just don't see it for the price. Yeah, not 600 great. That's why, I told them that I would do a good test drive on it and I would use it and advertise it and everything. But it's not a big proponent on spending way more money than the next guy on essentially the same product. Coin number 35 goes to Steve A. This will be Steve A's first opportunity at a reveal. So let's see if we can get him a die variety here. Not there. Nothing on this one. But you will get another chance because we are going through another roll, and you will have your 2 spots in the other roll as well. Coin number 35 is gone and done. Coin number 36. Oh, look at that. Steve A is going to get a free wrapper from the Governor Vendor Horde. And yes, I've not sent out any wrappers up to date. I have like 75 wrappers here to send out. And here's Steve A's wrapper. It's going to go inside there, and I'll put it over here with the others. I got a pile of them to take care of. But I will. Promise. Scent Hoarder. Scent Hoarder gets the next coin. Let's see what we have here. Nothing on that side. Nothing on that side. Oops, Centaur's coin is coin number 36. Now for number 37. Hello, MTN Vaults. Doug Reese. Coin number 37. And coin number 37 is not a die variety on the obverse. And to no surprise, it's nothing on the reverse either. That's coin number 37. Let's see who gets coin number 38 in the roll. Hello, AZ Coins. We did find a few examples of a repunch mint mark, and we found one doubled eyelid double die, and that's about it. We found a bunch of coins that are not of quality. In fact, most of the roll is not quite the quality I would like to see them at, so we are going to do a free roll for all the people who purchased in on this particular roll. And this is why. Coins have a lot of green muck on them. They're turning brown. They're not in the best condition. They've been stored in moisture. And so we are going to get another roll out and open another roll for free. And every buyer gets coin number 38. I'm drawing for coin number 39. 41 would be a nice one to do a reveal, and I think so too. Number of nice die varieties for 1941 playing. Coin number 39 goes to Mr. Patet. And Mr. Patet is going to come out with, that does appear to be an RPM. I do believe it may be one of those RPMs, but I can't really tell right now. I'll take a better look under my regular microscope. It appears that this could be an RPM. I'm not really sure though. Alright. Put this in the holder and I'll stick it off to the side with the others, and if it doesn't match up, just call it a regular coin. Otherwise, we'll get an RPM flip insert for this. Coin number 40 goes to Mantic. Mantic gets the next coin. This is a very late die state. See how none of the outline around Lincoln is really sharp. It's very, very muffled out. It's mashed. It's loss of detail. There's just nothing there that really says, hey, I'm a coin that took effort to mint. Looks like it was struck through a chocolate bar almost. Well, that's the sign of a very late die state. Very late die state comprises roughly 60 to 70% of all of the coins minted by a die that lives a full life. Fewer than 2% are actually very early die state. Die ages very quickly. Alright, Steve Patek gets the next coin. That's coin number 41. And this one's going to be another very late die state nothing coin. Seen this die before. And I think I'm just going to keep moving here. Not seeing anything of value so far. Wonder what we're planning on having for dinner today. That's what I'm kind of thinking about right now. Mr. Marshall, next coin in the roll. Number 42. Wow. Actually, I had two coins that stuck together. That's just not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Okay, there is a die number 1 for the day. That's, it appears, I think. It's going to miss... Yeah, that's going to match Mr. Patat's coin. I don't think either one of them are going to end up being RPMs, but we'll check to be sure. Get this one put in a flip insert. I'll hang that one out with the other ones and we'll see. Mr. Fletcher gets the next one. It's going to be coin number 43. Mr. Fletcher, what does your coin look like? Not much. Hey, baby dog. Did you get yourself a walk outside? And Mr. Patek gets coin number 44. Coin number 44 belonging to Steve Patek. Here it is. Nothing going on there. That's enough. Seriously. Comes here slobbering and slurping and making all kinds of noise. I know, someday I'll miss that. Alright. Levels gets coin number 45. Oh, we're even lacking die varieties in this rule. It's not that there aren't any, it's just there aren't enough. Not much here. Not a great roll. Had this roll sitting out for almost a month now, waiting to go through it, thinking it would be a really good roll. Highly disappointing. I hope you guys can't hear that. This dog's being nasty. Coin number 46 goes to Joe McBride. You're right, they can't all be winners. Well, because sprinkles are for winners. Joe McBride. Examples of early, mid, and late die state. Well, this coin right here is an early mid die state. There's actually 7 different die states. There's very early die state, then there's early die state, and then there's early mid die state, late mid die state, late die state, and very late die state. It's a total of 7. And they all describe the age of a die at the time it struck a coin. Now, this particular one, you'll notice that the outside edge of the D and the outside edge of the 6, the things that are closest to the rim, are actually rather sharp, rather well defined, and rather sharp. The outer edge of the UST and trust there, rather sharp, nicely defined. But you'll notice that some of these layers actually have a little bit of a fuzz on the outside of them headed toward the rim. That little bit of a fuzz right there tells you that there is some die wear, because what's happening is the molecules of steel on the edges of those letters near the edge of the design are actually traveling toward the edge of the design, kind of like raindrops on a windshield. And so what's going on is that you're seeing the first signs of die wear, which is those little trails. And all of these little fleck marks that you see running toward the rim, like they're under the L, you can see a few lines running toward the rim under the L. Let's see. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of them apparent here because this is a mid-die state coin. So this is mid-die state. Try to get in your mind what this looks like. Mid-die state is a coin that has a little bit of die wear, but not a lot. Okay? And that's mid-die state. Now, your obverse die and your reverse die could be completely different die states because they're not necessarily hung and taken down in pairs. Although this one is a mid-die state, you can run into coins that have a very early die state for one side and a very late die state for the other side. Although it's not very common, it does happen. So there's Joe McBride's coin number 46. Let's take a look at coin number 47 and we'll look at the die state on that one. Mr. Fletcher. Coin number 47. This appears to be from the same die, so we're not going to get any difference on this one. Well, it isn't from the same die, but it is from another mid-die state die. Notice how the outside edges of the bust itself are rather sharp, but there are some lines running away from it, which shows that the outside edges of the bust line have molecules of steel that have begun to travel toward the edge of the die. I would not say to get an MS-67 you would need an earlier die state coin. The grades when you get into the high grade Lincoln cents are all about, pretty much, they're all about the strike, the luster, and the color of the coin. They're not about what design elements remain on the die. So if you get a nice heavy strike, you've got very bright surfaces, and you've got very few marks, nice even surfaces, you're going to end up with a high grade coin. Doesn't make any difference what die state it is. Coin number 48 for Steve A. This is your second coin out of this roll. Okay, and here again we have a mid-die state coin. This one's beginning to creep toward late die state, because you can see more of the fuzzy line coming out of the edge of the devices. You can see that the details overall are just beginning to get a little fuzzy. Almost all of it, Jessica. I think we got 2 coins left after this one. This roll is going to be a replacer roll because this roll came out in not very good condition. So we're going to be replacing this one. But we're going to give these coins to the people who purchased them anyway. But then we're going to go through another roll because I don't like these coins. And if I don't like them, you're going to get free ones. Kelly Michaud. Kelly Michaud gets coin number 49. Let's take a look at it. This one's a mid-die state coin. This has got the doubled eyelid. So this is one of the doubled eyelids. This doesn't look the same as the other one. To me, anyway. But for right now, we're going to put it off to the side as a die number 2 for the day, which was a doubled eyelid. Die number 1 for the day was a decent, I think, counterclockwise rotated RPM. Alright, that's next to the last coin in the roll for Kelly Michaud. Got a nice little doubled eyelid on a mid-die state coin. Let's take a look at the last coin in the roll. This will go for Silver Nitrate. Silver Nitrate will get the last coin in the roll, which is... Okay, this one is a little bit later die state. This would be what I would call a late mid-die state. Late mid-die state is before a late die state in that it has most of the characteristics of a mid-die state, except it looks just a little tired. You see how you're almost missing the neckline in the back, and the hairlines are just beginning to get fuzzed out. I'm teaching them about coins, sure. Of course. It's the big thing I hate doing is being silent on camera. You know that. This is a later die state. You can see how everything's kind of fuzzing out toward the rims a little bit on this. So this die is later die state. This one's going to be a just late die state. It's posted where? Coppercoins Facebook page? Alright, let's do coin number 50. That's coin number 50 for Silver Nitrate. And that's going to end that roll. Let's see. Dacone says that he has posted a 1936 Lincoln cent that he believes is a doubled die. I'm going to go take a look for it because I'm not sure where he's posting it. Not sure what he's talking about. Where did you post it? I have no idea where. Yeah, Adam, we'll take care of Strike in a different show. I mean, that's not something I'm really prepared to cover right now. It did take me a lot of digging to find you a coin that's got a hammered strike. But basically what you're looking for is all of the lettering of, if it's a wheat cent, all of the lettering of 1 cent in United States of America will be very, very sharp and will have very finite outlines. Very deep punch. Dacone, I don't know what my tube is. I don't know how to find what you're posting. So you'll have to send it to me through an email or post it someplace on Facebook where I can see it. Okay, I can't look at your YouTube channel right now. Okay, I see that you sent it to me through Facebook. I can go look for it there. And then I've got to take off because it's dinner time. Nope, I'm still not able. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, I'm completely unable to see if it's a double die. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's no way with that image that I'd be able to tell you if it's a double die. I'd have to have it done with a microscope. Yeah, maybe we'll get close enough. I don't know. I'm not looking for the date though. No, not a double die at all. Yeah, it's not a double die. But I appreciate the video anyhow. Look, folks, I gotta take off. It's time for me to get ready to do dinner. The wife is gonna be looking for me to make dinner for her, so I gotta get going here. I appreciate everyone showing up. I appreciate everyone being here. I appreciate your support. And I'll see you tomorrow for more roll reveals. Jessica will see you on Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Time for her auction. Then I'll be back next Tuesday for my auction. I'm going to go ahead and start working on getting your packages together, because I know I've got a lot of packages to take care of. You guys have a great evening. Have a good weekend. If you don't come back tomorrow to see the roll reveals, I'll talk to you later.